Hello everyone, this is Vortex 259. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV Advance. Well, a lot happened in our last episode. Cecil and Kain defeated the Phantom Beast of Mist Valley, and they delivered the bomb ring to the village of Mist. To their surprise, though, the bomb ring literally had bombs in it. The bombs flew out of the ring and torched the entire village. There was only one survivor, a little girl whose mother had fallen thanks to the defeat of the Mist Dragon. Apparently the people of Mist were summoners who King Baron wished to be completely annihilated. Well, Cecil immediately renounced his loyalty to the king, and Kain agreed to help him find allies to fight Baron. But as they tried to grab the little girl and leave, she quickly summoned a Titan to defend herself. The Titan's mighty earthquake caused a massive rock slide, yielding all of them unconscious. Upon awakening though, Cecil could not find Kain anywhere, so he picked up the little girl, crossed the desert, and found a tiny village located by an oasis. Now this little girl's in desperate need of aid, so let's go inside the village and see if we can find a safe place to take her. And this is the village of Kaipo, which is the oasis of the deserts. Upon entering, Cecil says, "I have to find her a place to rest." Yeah, good idea. So he starts looking around town. Ah, there's an inn. Perfect. The innkeeper says, "Welcome." "Oh, she looks very pale. Is she all right? Get her to a bed, quickly. She can rest here, free of charge." Cecil says, "Thank you." Yeah, that's very kind of the innkeeper, so Cecil's going to take her inside the inn and tuck her into bed. Now here you have a little girl whose mother has just died because Cecil defeated her mother's Mist Dragon, so she is still extremely furious with Cecil, not to mention completely distrustful of him. Can you really blame her? Well, Cecil's going to try to talk to her. He says, "Hey, are you all right?" "My name is Cecil. What's yours?" "I'm sorry about your mother. I understand if you can't forgive me. Will you at least let me protect you?" Well, the little girl has absolutely nothing to say to Cecil, so he's going to retire for the night. Perhaps try to talk to her again in the morning. But in the middle of the night, soldiers come storming into the inn and they confront Cecil. The general says, "Cecil, I finally found you." Cecil says, "Wait!" The general says, "I am here on the king's orders. All summoners from Mist must be annihilated. Hand over the girl, now." Cecil says, "Never!" The general says, "Then you shall die." So Cecil is going to have to fight the general and his 3 peon Baron soldiers in order to protect the little girl. Now the Baron soldiers are very weak. They only have 27 HP, so you can easily take them out in one hit. And the Baron soldiers will only attack when they're told to by the general. Now don't take out all 3 of the Baron soldiers at once, because if you do, the general in the back there will run away like the coward he really is. So we want to leave 1 Baron soldier in the front, and then we're going to start beating the tar out of the general in the back there. We want to defeat the general for 2 reasons. Number 1, you'll get much more experience for completing this battle, and number 2, you'll get the general's entry in the bestiary. Now the general has nearly 10 times as much HP as the Baron soldier. The general has 221 HP to be exact, so it'll probably take 7 or 8 rounds to take out the general, but still this is going to be a very easy battle with the 1 Baron soldier left. The Baron soldier will only do very minimal damage to Cecil. You won't even have to use a potion for this battle. All it's going to take is a matter of time of defeating the general in the back there. Another round or 2 should take out the general, probably next round I would suspect. Let's see if we can get him this time. There we go, piece of cake. So that only leaves 1 Baron soldier. Now what's kind of funny is if Cecil just sits there and waits for the Baron soldier to attack, he's not going to know what to do. His general has been defeated, so he's going to kill himself, commit suicide, carry or whatever, so we don't even have to worry about that last Baron soldier. So we win the battle, we get 242 gil, and check out that experience, 869 experience points, very nice. Cecil's going to level up. That should take Cecil to level 12. Well, Cecil has proven himself. He has protected the little girl, so she's actually going to talk to him now. She says, "Are you okay?" Cecil says, "Yes, don't worry about me. I won't let anyone hurt you." "Promise?" Cecil says, "I promise." So the little girl is going to tell Cecil her name. She says, "I'm Rydia." So the summoner Rydia is going to join the party. Now don't underestimate Rydia just because she's a little girl. She's going to be a very useful ally. Well, morning soon dawns, and Rydia cheerfully jumps out of bed and awakens Cecil. They're pretty good friends now that Cecil protected Rydia against the big bad general and the Baron soldiers the night before. So now we're all set and ready to start exploring the village of Kaipo. But before we get started doing that, let's take care of a couple of things real quick. First off, you'll notice that Rydia is only level 1 to start off with, and she's in the front row. We immediately need to put her in the back row because she has very low vitality and will easily die in the front row. Now, Rydia can use white and black magic. She hasn't learned any yet because she's only level 1. She'll learn those spells gradually as she levels up. But she also has the unique summon ability since she's a summoner. And she starts off with the Chocobo summon, which will summon a Chocobo to fight by her side. Now, I was fortunate enough to win a Goblin summon when I was fighting goblins just outside of Baron. I'm going to go ahead and teach that summon to her. And I do hope that you were fortunate enough to win that as well. It's a very rare drop. Now, if you have not won the Goblin summon yet, don't worry, it's virtually a useless summon as it is very weak. It's just good to get it for completion purposes, but there it is. Rydia now has the Goblin summon next to Chocobo, and there's a few other summons that will drop from monsters as well, so hopefully we'll be winning a few more of those in the future, but again, they're going to be very rare and pretty difficult to get. Now, as far as her starting equipment goes, Rydia comes pre-equipped with a rod, a leather cap, leather garb, and an iron ring. Again, being level 1 and also a summoner, her attack's going to start off very low, as well as her defense, so that's another good reason to put her in the back row. Okay, one more thing we want to do here is take a look at the bestiary. We have some new entries to show you. In our last episode, we fought a couple of new monsters just outside of Kaipo in the desert. Number 5 is the Insectus. There's its entry. And number 7 is the Flying Eyes, a butterfly type creature. Drop some random treasure there. There you go. And let's also scroll down a couple of more pages to find the entry for the Baron Soldier. Number 20, again, very weak. And number 21 is the General. It's a good thing we defeated him so we could get his entry in the bestiary. 221 HP. Alright, there we go. We've taken care of all that stuff, so let's start checking out Kaipo. Let's go upstairs in the inn here. We'll find that there's another pub up here. Lots of pubs in this game. There's an advertisement on the wall that says, "Quench your thirst with Kaipo Punch." Yeah, I'm willing to bet that does pack quite a punch. This guy says, "I'm a traveling scholar. I want to go to Fabul, which lies east of Damsian, to do a little research, but some old man in the water cavern won't let me through." Sounds like a Looney Tune character blocking the path in the water cavern, so we may have to confront him in the future. This bartender says, "Well, hello, we rarely have visitors these days, what with all the monsters running around." Yeah, I bet that's bad for business. And this old sailor says, "I want to go to the Antlion Cave east of Damsian because of the fat loot inside. Too bad only the royals are allowed there. Those greedy royals, hiding all their good treasure in an antlion cave and preventing us common folk from plundering that treasure." Well, back down here on the first floor of the inn, if you go off to the east, you'll find an item shop. I've also got a little old lady here. She says, "I can't believe Anna ran away. She and her father, Sage Tella, are very close." Apparently a young maiden named Anna ran away from her father. That's not good. Now let's go into the village here. Another old seller here says, "I heard some damsel from Baron passed out on the outskirts of town. She was taken to someone's house to rest." Do we know any damsels from Baron? Uh-oh, we better go check that out. Let's pick up this ether in this pot first. Now let's go to this house in the northeastern corner of the town. Let's talk to this little old lady.
We found a girl from Barren lying unconscious just outside of town. The poor thing's been afflicted with desert fever. She just keeps muttering the name Cecil over and over.
Oh no, it can't be, can it? Can it? Oh no, it is! It's Rosa! What's she doing here? Why was she trying to cross the desert? Well, Rosa's very ill and unconscious in the bed, and she just keeps muttering Cecil's name over and over again. Oh no, I hope she doesn't die. Well, we need to see if we can find a way to cure her of her ailments, and we'll do that in our next episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IV Advance. Thank you so much for watching today's episode, everyone. This has been Vortex 259. We'll see you again next time.